What is going on, YouTube? Are we seeing a rise in pricing in the Super Nintendo world, or are the retail stores just ripping you off? So today we're going to compare the pricing of price charting. DK Oldies, Lukey Games, Makari, and even, yes, Walmart has some refurbished Super Nintendos. The original, amazing 16-bit system that, quite frankly, to me, slayed Sega and kind of started their downfall. So we're going to compare the pricing, look at a graph on price charting to see what it's kind of been going around for, and then, like I said, we're just going to check out some of these retail places, and then check out Makari to see where do these places stand. And I want you guys to know that this is very surprising to me how insanely high some of these pricing is for a Super Nintendo, and I don't get it, and I'm sure a lot of you don't get it either, because they are remote from what I've seen going around anywhere from lows of $70 some to $100 at the most, but it's pretty crazy going into what they are actually at wise. So let's pull up first. Let's check out the graph on price charting. So one of the things you want to notice that is back in 2019, 2020, before COVID hit, Super Nintendos were on an all-time low of only going for anywhere from $36, $40, $31, $34 even. And then once COVID hit, they kind of took a huge jump up. So right here, 2020, $87 and stuff like that, and they've just been fluctuating since then. Now, if you look here in the past, we'll see. Let's zoom in on a 6-month period. Ever since back in October, they're loosely going around $51, and now we're kind of peaking again at about $81, which has been the most for a while. If you check down here, it looks like on your eBay sales, let's see here, just the console itself, box-only system, so it has the box with it, $96. Just a Nintendo Super Nintendo, $92. Here one right now, we have a console only untested for $40. Now this one might just actually be the box for the console itself, so we can't really count that. But you can see they're fluctuating around here. Yeah, so they're like, yeah, $54, $66, $120. Now this doesn't list exactly what is sold with it. Some of these could just say this and then have a bunch of games on there, but right here we have a Super Nintendo system that was sold itself on price charting and going for around $60. So that's where we're sitting on that. Now let's go check out our first one, and as always, we always got to jump into it quick and check out DK Scammies. So I've already got this pulled up here. Here is your we call this the loose. We'll call this the loose system. It's just the system, the cords, and a controller. So in acceptable condition, which we all know is not very acceptable for DK Oldies, we are pushing around $189. Now, if I take this down with no controller upgrade, that means you get some crappy third-party one. But if it's the old school one, I think I have one of those around here. The old school third-party controllers actually aren't that bad at controllers. But we want to look kind of at both of these on this video, because this is a deep dive. So $159 to get this in acceptable condition and refurbished. What this player pack consists of is a Super Nintendo system console, an AC adapter, a TV hookup, and one third-party controller. Now, they just say AC adapters and TV hookups. Those also could be third-party. They don't list that there, but that's what they can be. I've seen people getting stuff, even people getting Japanese power adapters and stuff like that. So the system could include flaws, but not limited to discoloration, scratches, chips, stickers, writing, missing doors, blah, blah, blah. The big one that I always hate to see is this inoperable reset button. If it is refurbished, then why would a reset button not be working? And the related products is just some of the other Super Nintendo ones. So this is what stands out to me that's really ridiculous too. So if you get the 2-player pack, which is 2 third-party controllers, it is an additional like $60 or $70. I might have to make a note about that and come back and make a video about how big a difference that is. So essentially you're paying $80 for a third-party controller. And we're not even going to jump into how ridiculous this fan favorite Donkey Kong pack and Mario Kart and stuff like this, how crazy expensive that is. So you can mark this one down as, we'll say 160 with the DK Oldies one. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is kind of what the going rate is almost for on some of these websites. But each one is a little bit different as when it comes to what comes with it. So the next one we're going to check out is actually Lukey Games. So I have that preloaded on here. Now what I like about this Lukey Games things is they don't have, you know, the 1-year warranty and all that other stuff going on for them, but they do kind of show you what you're gonna get. So this one they're gonna count as with 2 controllers. I did kind of look around and I don't believe I saw one that only came with 1 controller, so I just kind of picked this one. So essentially you're gonna get, for $189, you're gonna get the system, 2 controllers, a power supply, and an AV hookup. The system has been tested and guaranteed to work, backed by the 90-day no questions asked policy and a 1-year warranty. So I think Lukey Games has actually upped their warranties for 1 year. But you had this up for 90 days. Don't like it, you can return it, no questions asked. Please note that the system has cosmetic flaws and has been discounted appropriately. Flaws may include small markings, small cracks, discoloration, etc. So I don't even know if DK Oldies mentions that. But if we look here, I don't think it mentions on here whether or not all this stuff is third party. Now if you look, it doesn't say on here, which I don't like, but as you can see from the picture, obviously this is what you're gonna get. Some generic third party controllers, which who knows how good they are. I'm guessing not very good. Your system itself, and then yeah, just your typical cord. So now they do not list whether or not, yeah, your power adapter and your AV ones are going to be third party or not. And I honestly don't know too much about Lukey Games. I don't see very many people putting up too many videos about ordering stuff from them, so I don't know if you're very likely to get that or not. So DK Oldies with their third party stuff, $159 for 1 controller. Lukey Games, $189 for 2 controllers. Lukey Games obviously doesn't give you the option to swap it up to original OEM controllers, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But if we would swap this one up, it'd be about the same price to get this Super Nintendo acceptable condition from DK Oldies. Now, the next one was kind of a funny thing that I noticed one day by accident. But Walmart has used Super Nintendos and stuff like that. I noticed it was an N64. Now, they're obviously not sold themselves by Walmart. They're actually from a third-party seller. So, like, this one is sold and shipped by Mary's Market, a pro seller, which I don't get why. She has 3.5 stars with 96 reviews. It's horrible. But this is what you're looking at here. So, for about $200 through Walmart, you can pick up a Super Nintendo. Let's see what it includes. So the product details, original Super Nintendo from the 90s, plays the cartridges, includes console, power cord, video cable, and 1 controller. System is used and will have cosmetic wear. We aim to give you accurate, warning, California is going to give you cancer. So it does not list on here what you're actually going to get. Looks like this is just going to be your typical 1 controller, console, power, AV. So everything to get going, no games obviously, for about $200. So this is obviously the worst deal out there, but it's through Walmart, right? Yeah, it's through Walmart. I want to see something quick too. So I'm going to pull up a new tab. Let's check out Amazon. And see if they're kind of a similar situation. Of course, they're going to have a bunch of crap on here. Looks like the only thing I am seeing right now is you can get a renewed Super Nintendo SNES bundle with Super Mario World for $300. Wow. 16-bit, not SNES Mini. Otherwise, I'm just seeing the Super Nintendo class. So I'm not really seeing much here. Let's just check out Super Nintendo consoles. Yeah, it looks like one of the only options I'm seeing. Here we go. Whew. So Super Nintendo renewed on here, $221. Do they have guaranteed to work, excellent condition, when present, batteries, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's just the typical standard renewed thing. So, yeah, $200 through Amazon, $200 through Walmart, DK Oldies and Lukey Games, about the same. But if you want one controller, third party, it's looking like DK Oldies is the best option through retail, and I put down DK Oldies as retail because to me they're obviously expensive as hell, and that's retail pricing. So one last thing we want to look at here I have is Makari. Now I pulled this one up prior just to kind of show you guys how ridiculous some of these pricing is on these retail shops. So this is one of the first ones I pulled up. So for $124 plus $12.50, which what brings it up to about, we'll say $140 plus when it's plus tax. And you can make an offer, you can actually get lower. But you will get your Super Nintendo. You will get 2 controllers, you will get an AV cord, a power cord, and 6 freaking games. And not just some shitty sports games, guys. This is 6 pretty good games. Street Fighter, Power Rangers, All-Stars, Donkey Kong Country, Killer Instinct, Super Punch-Out. Low Dog here has got about 14 reviews, 3 listed, and pretty good things. So here he is selling Super Nintendo with 6 games. Blah, blah, blah. It has all the cords. Console has scratches, a ding, but all works just fine. So, I mean, so you're going to look at this and you're going to think, well, it's in pretty bad shape. Now, the other thing is this, you know, so with the DK Oldies and stuff, they're going to show you this beautiful picture of this. And they're going to make you think that you're going to be getting this one. But in all actuality, you are not going to be getting one this beautiful. You're going to probably be getting one just like, Low Dog one is right here. And I'm going to go back and look quick too. So here's some of the other options that were popping up. Hell, even right here. Let's see. Oh, all right. So this is Eric's This and That, poor conditioned. Although they both are in working condition, he is selling them for parts. This sale is for 2 of them. We won't even bother with that. I'm trying to find. Did somebody take this picture from DK Oldies? I'm pretty sure this picture was taken from DK Oldies. Wow. Yep, SNES World Pack. SNES World Pack acceptable. So bro took this picture straight from DK Oldies to put up here. And it's in obviously bad shape. But I mean, it's $120. 2 controllers, and yeah, so I mean that's still a good price. Nothing wrong with that. But that's funny that we can just see the DK Oldies. So even right there, that's a better price than DK Oldies and stuff. $130, $135 with tax, 140-ish, and you get 2 controllers, all this OEM systems, and it's actually kind of, once you clean that up, it wouldn't take much. It actually has a nice color to it. It's not really yellow at all. It's just dirty. So I mean that's not bad at all. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. This would be one of your better options. But obviously that first one I showed you guys. From old Low Dog right here. Or Lou Dog. If you're looking for one that just works, not only is this probably one of your best deals right here, but you're going to get 6 amazing games with it, guys. And, yeah, so, what's the verdict here? Obviously, all these retail ones are a joke. Amazon and Walmart including. But they don't specialize in selling these things. Lukey Games and DK Oldies does specialize in selling retro stuff. And they have the high, a little bit lower pricing than Amazon and Walmart. Like always, I support and suggest searching Makari, searching eBay. And if you guys need help finding any kind of systems for discounted prices or anything like this, or finding anything like this, don't be afraid to ask me. Reach out on Instagram, reach out in the comments below, and I will help you find a system for a decent price. No guarantees about what the seller themselves were, but we will go by the the common stuff to look for. Good feedback, colors, pictures I should mean, and stuff like that, and pricing. And descriptions. So, yeah, I mean, Makari had the best options, but when we checked out price charting and what this stuff is actually selling for nowadays, it was looking like DK Oldies and Lukey Games and everything were selling it for almost more than twice than what they are selling for in the other market. Now, if you want to go through DK Oldies and stuff just to have that crappy warranty they have, which they don't have to honor, by the way, you guys can check out my other video about that. You're going to run into some issues down the road. You've seen the refurbished videos, and just know that could happen to you just as much as it could happen buying it from Makari. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I wanted to do this to kind of show you one of the better places to buy a Super Nintendo now. And it's just the fact that I've saw some of these prices and how crazy they're getting, and I really wanted to do a video about this because it was just like, why? Like, why are they selling them for so much on these other sites when they're just down here? Now, I think like Nintendos and stuff like that are actually going for decent prices. And if you guys want, I will do a deep dive into the best places to buy a Nintendo coming up too. I'm personally refurbishing one right now with a new 72-pin and disabling the lockout chip. And who knows, maybe we'll work on selling that in here too pretty soon. But I'm going to end the video right here, just letting you guys know that I want to know what you think in the comments below. Where do you think the best place to buy a Super Nintendo is? And do you think these prices are very accurate, or are you willing to, pay the extra premium prices for the premium console from DK Scammies or Lukey Games and stuff like that? Just let me know in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys think. So, as always, stay retro, my friends, and have yourself a great day. We'll see you in the next video.